What's up, everyone? Jason C here. The time is now for Donruss 86. We are doing a wax box break of a baseball card exchange sealed box from a sealed case. So that's about as good odds as you're going to get. I did, just to temper everyone's expectations, I watched a couple videos getting ready for this. And I watched 3 boxes getting broken, and not one Canseco in any of those boxes. There's one kid that has a video up of him opening like 2 packs, and he finds a Canseco, but it's really goofy. Like I'm opening 1 pack, and oh look, I got a Canseco. I don't know. It just seems goofy. I don't know if it's even legit. But I know one of the guys certainly was legit, and then it was Jabs' brother John. Opened one, and a couple McGriffs and a couple, most everyone, but no Canseco. So I don't know if that one was sealed or not. Just update the cards we're looking for. The Canseco and the McGriff are the 2 big cards. PSA 10, they go for 150 to 200 bucks pretty consistently. If you look at the eBay sold listings, but there are a scattering of other cards that are $50, $40 cards in perfect condition. Dale Murphy, Cecil Fielder, Doc Gooden, Paul O'Neill rookie. I saw Cal Daniels sell for 80 bucks in a PSA 10. He's one of the rated rookies. And then, there's the Nolan Ryan, Don Mattingly. There's a Harold Reynolds rookie that's, I'm sure, worth, in that $30, $40 range as a PSA 10. So we've got some sponsors for this. I promised a shorter video, so I'm going to try to rip right into it. Christian L has the upper left, and we're going to break right into it. As you can see, it's completely sealed, and cross your fingers, because it looks like that Canseco is not easy to find. All right, here we go. Look at those beautiful packs. All right, so Christian L has the upper left. I'll take all these out and rip right into them. And try not to waste too much time. My goal is to be 30 minutes or less, so we'll see. We're going to rip right into them. We got a Willie McGee on the back. These will have puzzle pieces, no gum, so we don't have to worry about anything sticking or anything like that. So we're going to rip right through them. Lance Parrish, Ernie Whitt, Mike Schmidt, Hall of Famer. Nice card. Perfect. Little to the right. Pedro Guerrero, Fleet Feet, Willie McGee and Vince Coleman. A lot of stolen bases right there. Willie Randolph, Diamond Kings. Another Willie McGee, and that's just a standard card. Looks like his 4th-year card. There is a Vince Coleman rookie in this set. It doesn't book for a lot, but he is he's someone that led the league in stolen bases for several years in a row. Over 100 bases pretty consistently. The Senseis, Bill Russell. I did notice that George Wright and Dedman. The rated rookies seem to come in pairs. If you get one, you get another, like right after it. So Danny Heap. There's Alan Trammell, Brooke Jacoby, Mookie Wilson, Tony Armas, Floyd Rayford, Orsulak, Coles, Ozzie Smith, Hall of Famer. Nice card. Pretty good centering, just a little to the right. And there's a Roger Clemens. Again, good centering, but a little to the left. The Clemens, I think, is one of the better cards in the set. I'm going to go ahead and penny sleeve that. That's one that I think goes for about 50 bucks in a PSA 10. your edges and your corners are perfect. I believe it's just a little left to right off center. And the back looks pretty good. Again, maybe just a little off center left to right. But that's a nice card. And yeah, that was the final card. Ozzie Smith. And we'll rip into the third pack. Fourth pack. Pack number 4 for Christian L. Burt Blyleven starts it off. Clancy, Glenn Davis. And we got 2 rated rookies. Not going to be Canseco. See who our second one is. Yeah. Abrego. Greg Gagne. Cruz. Not Don Mattingly. Not bad at all. And I got news for you. That's perfectly centered. Let me get a penny sleeve real quick, because that is a nice card right there. Excellent. This is one of those that was in the like $30 to $40 range as a PSA 10. Looks pretty close. Packed fresh. The corners are perfect. There's no really bad cut. No printing error. That border, the darn border, looks just a little bigger on the right than the left. But 2 pretty good cards in the stack. And where did we leave off? Glenn Davis and the 2 rated rookies. There we go. All right. So pack number 5. Billy Hatcher, who played with the Astros this year because he played awesome for the Astros in that championship series against the Mets. In '86, Robin Yount, Hall of Famer and perennial. Was he Hall of Famer? Perennial All-Star. I think he is Hall of Famer. Certainly should be with his numbers. Bobby Meacham, Lee Smith, Hall of Famer. And there's a Lenny Dykstra. All right. There's a rookie card, Lenny Dykstra. I know that it's not super valuable, but Dykstra was a favorite player of mine. Nice condition, just a little to the right, possibly. But nice rookie card. That's his most valuable rookie card, I believe. I think it only books for a couple bucks. Just standard non-graded. But he was one of my favorite players with the Mets that postseason. He played amazing. Walk-off home run, Game 3. If you want to see Shea Stadium, absolutely come unglued. YouTube. I think it was Game 3. Game 3, Len Dykstra walk-off home run, National League Championship Series, and he just barely pulls it over the right field wall. But it was a 2-run home run, bottom of the 9th, walk-off home run. He also had, in the greatest game ever played, the big 15-inning game just a few games later. They were down to their last out, and he hit like a triple that kept him in the game. He's just a clutch player. I don't believe there's much value to that, but even graded. But he's a cool player. So, all right, we got 4 packs left for Christian L to hit the Jose. Or the Crime Dog would be. It looks like. Personally, I'd rather hit the Canseco, but value-wise, the Fred McGriff is just about equal. It looks like, just looking at completed sales. There's the Cal Ripken Jr. Wow. All right. Well, this is a really good stack for the Hall of Famers and future Hall of Famers. In the case of Clemens, hopefully, definitely going to penny sleeve that. That is. Wow, that's really nice condition. I'm not sure. The upper right corner might not be perfect. Sorry, I'm holding off camera. The upper right corner might not be perfect, but all the other corners are, and the dang centering looks perfect on this one when we don't have a perfect corner maybe. Look at it a little closer when I get in the sleeve. It's not bad, I'll tell you that. That's mint, near mint all day, but it may not be a PSA 10 just because of that. Just a little bit of white right there on that the upper corner, whereas the other corners are just lasers. But what a nice card. I have that card. I do not have it in that condition. And that's one that the Cal Ripken is, it's in that like $30, $40 range as a PSA 10, if I remember right. Looking up some of those, it was in like the Nolan Ryan, Don Mattingly, kind of value range in perfect condition, which it's close. And speaking of Nolan Ryan, is that, oh yeah, just some miscuts on him. Oh no, well, the bottom was that, oh no, one of those was, maybe all three of them are. Yeah, little puzzle pieces. All right, he's perfect. I thought there was a printing error, but look at the centering. The centering's not bad either. Oh, just a little. It's a little bigger on the right. But we have hit some all-stars in this. I would say, as far as standard value, everything but the rookies, these have all been the best. And we got two. Oh, we hit the Crime Dog. Look at that. Perfect. What is that on the upper right? It might not be perfect right there. Oh, was that just? No. That is just a little scuff or something on the upper right. Still a beautiful card, though. And that's our first big hit. All right. Feel good about this box now. This has been really a pretty darn good first stack, actually. And that is, along with the Canseco, sort of the co-chase card. Fred McGriff, rated rookie. He is on the bubble as a Hall of Famer. Most people think that he should get in. If you look at his career numbers and all of that, and he's not been tied to steroids, he really should get in. And I think the word is that it's kind of leaning towards him getting in, but he's not in yet, so we'll see. Ricky Henderson, that's a really nice card. If you're a Yankees fan, that's look at that. I'm going to sleeve that just because it's perfect condition. And again, Hall of Famer. The absolute best. No one will ever break his stolen base record. They don't steal bases like they used to. And even if they did, I don't think anyone will ever break that record. Kevin Bass. Wade Boggs. Nice. Ron Hassey. And Lance McCluers. Oh, what would have happened? What would have come after Lance McCluers? Because they always come in pairs. So it just so happens. Maybe he's the first card in the next pack. Will be a rated rookie. That'd be killer. Which one was going to... Oh, Wade Boggs. I'm going to sleeve Wade Boggs for you. Is Wade Boggs in the Hall of Fame? He should be. He's not. I bet he does. I bet he has enough hits. He was one of those guys with near 200 hits every year. So 2 packs left for Christian L. We've hit a lot of really, really good cards in this pack. Or this stack. Hopefully in this pack. Pete O'Brien. So we didn't start off with a rated rookie. Looks like we got shorted one, though, just because it came at the end of the pack. And they usually come in pairs, it looks like. Mike Brown, Andre Dawson, Diamond Kings, Hall of Famer. Harold Reynolds, rookie. This is one that I couldn't actually find a PSA 10 of it. A PSA 9 sold for $10. So that looks about what this is, just because of the centering. Little to the right with perfect corners. I'm going to sleeve that for you. And there's Saberhagen, second year card. Jim Rice, Hall of Famer. And we got 1 pack left, but this has been a pretty darn good stack. And Cecil Cooper, Diamond King, starts it off. George Brett, nice, Hall of Famer. John Shelby, Ken Dixon. Oda B. McDowell, rookie. Or, well, it's his first Donruss card. I don't believe it's actually considered rookie because he has a USA card that we pulled in the 85 Topps break. Storm Davis, Jesse Orozco. Mark Davis, Reggie Jackson, Hall of Famer. And the Hank Aaron shows you what the puzzle looks like when you finish it. We did not hit the Canseco, but we hit a bunch of stuff in that first stack. That was a really good first stack, I have to say. I'll review everything at the end, so I don't drag too much. But put these over here for Christian L. And I think he'll be happy with that. Those are some nice cards. And we'll move on to who has, let's go to the upper right. Joseph P., who I believe Joseph was in the 85 Topps, or 86, maybe he was in 86 Fleer. All right, we're going to rip right in. Some of these kind of have a weird seal at the bottom. This was from a sealed case, so there's no issue with. I've seen that before, by the way. It's nothing to get excited about. Steve Baboni was a really good power hitter. A power hitter that was like one of those all or nothing. Brett Butler, Pete Rose. Look at that, nice condition too. I'm gonna sleeve that. Get the sleeve started for Joseph P. Calvin Schiraldi, Gary Pettis, and Rasmussen and Rucker. And first pack down for Joseph P. There's a Tim Raines on the back. Is Tim Raines a Hall of Famer? He should be, if he's not. Ron Washington, Steve Garvey. I think Steve Garvey's a Hall of Famer. There's a Pete Rose Diamond Kings. We'll definitely sleeve that. That's cool. Go with your Pete Rose Standard. Joe Carter. Jimmy Key, Tony Pena, and there's the Tim Raines. A little off center, left to right, but not bad condition. Looks like the Diamond King Pete Rose is pretty perfect, actually. Good job. All right, pack number 3 for Joseph P. Still hunting that Canseco. We're due for a couple rated rookies. We move those after this. Checklist. We haven't had a rated rookie pair in a pack or two. Tony Gwynn. Not bad. I'm going to sleeve that. That's looks to be in pretty darn good condition. Bill Swift, Chili Davis. Oh, 2 rated rookies here. And there's the Jose, but not the Canseco. Ty Gainey and Guzman. So we got a Tony Gwynn. Probably the best hitter in the National League in the 1980s overall. All right, Bill Duran, Hershiser. Nice condition too. That's a second-year card. Ron Darling. There's a Dale Murphy. Oh, come on. Look at that, the lower left. And that's pack fresh. That was one of the ones that, like, I saw a $50 completed sale. Bob Boone, Diamond Kings behind him. And it's in, amazing condition, of course, near mint. But not sure about the lower left getting a PSA 10 just because of that little, I don't know if you can even see it on the lower left. But sweet card, and a lot of people love Dale Murphy. A lot of people think he should get in the Hall of Fame. Rich Gedman, Tom Seaver in the Hall of Fame. And we'll move on to pack number 5 for Joseph P. Willie Hernandez, Brian Little, Larry Parrish, Bob Knepper, Candelera, Lee Lacy, and Lucas. Kind of a dry pack there. Let's hope this one heats up a little bit for Joseph P. It does, actually. Ryan Sandberg. A lot of people collect Ryan Sandberg, just like a lot of Cubs fans are partial Cubs Pirates. There's Reds where they just collect like just those players, and they their value creeps up a little bit more than other teams. And looks pretty darn good. I think I'm going to sleeve that for you. Just to put something else in a sleeve. Mike Witt. Don Sutton, Hall of Famer. George Foster, Raleigh Fingers. Best mustache around, Charlie Huff. Gary Carter, off center, but nice card. He was one of my favorites with the Mets. And I believe he got into the Hall of Fame. Harold Baines did get into the Hall of Fame. A lot of people kind of question that, but that is perfectly centered. I'm going to, look at that. That's perfect condition, so I'm going to sleeve those two for you real quick. Harold Baines is just one of those, it's just kind of a war of attrition. He just kept at it, and he was a solid player, and I think he eventually, was it a committee? I can't remember. I just know from the Jabs. Jabs mentioned him a few times, and then people chime in and say he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know. I remember him as always kind of being like an all-star and league leader and, hits and average and things like that. So no problem with it. Al Collins. Steve Trout. Dwight Gooden, Diamond Kings. Nice. What happened to my sleeves? All right, I'm going to I'll find my sleeves after this pack. Sid Bream, Alvin Davis, Vince Coleman, rookie. Nice. Is that a printing? Oh, no. That's just a little piece of miscut something on his face. I'll clean that up in a second. Like a little piece of the puzzle piece. There's an Eric Davis. Nice. Sundberg, Doyle Alexander. What did I do with... All right, I have to set those to the side. I don't know where I put... Let me slide right back here just for a second so I don't have to pause anything. And grab these card sleeves. There we go. That should get us through Joseph P. stack and another pack or two. And I used to love this Dwight Gooden card. Diamond Kings cards are, sometimes they're nice, and sometimes the people look really goofy. This is one of those that I just always like the card, but it's not a great painting of Doc. But did I go through this whole pack? I think I did. Yes. So 2 packs left for Joseph P. We're hoping to find that Jose, we haven't hit the Paul O'Neill, we haven't hit the Cecil Fielder, we haven't hit Corey Snyder. I know that Corey Snyder doesn't have much. All right, we got to just start we haven't hit the Canseco. I'll just say it over and over again until we hit it. Corey Snyder, and Marty Clary is the second-rated rookie. Joel Youngblood, Kent Herbeck, Sullivan. Joseph P's like, why'd you have to say Corey Snyder? Couldn't you have said Fred McGriff again? That's funny. And the heck of it is, perfect. Look at the centering. No complaints in the centering. Looks good. I don't know if anyone has a PSA 10 of that. It's not his true rookie, but there's some Corey Snyder fans out there. I told you guys in the 85 Topps break. PSA 10s of his USA card are have crept up in value. All right, last pack for Joseph P. Let's try to get another rated rookie set that has Jose in it. George Bell, Steve Carlton, Hall of Famer, Rick Rhoden, Phil Bradley, Diamond Kings, Mark Langston. Canseco used to have an amazing batting average against Mark Langston, a lefty. He used to love to hit Mark Langston. Mark Langston's a pretty good pitcher. I just remember there may have been an article on it, maybe just been a game of the week where they went off. Like his average was like, his slugging percentage was like 1,000 or something against Mark Langston, Canseco. Figure if we keep talking about Canseco, maybe it'll happen. It didn't for Joseph P, but he had some pretty cool cards. I'll wrap up all the sleeve cards at the end just to go through those. But those are some nice cards. Nice cards, Joseph P. Next, let's go to Michael H. in the lower left. Michael H. had the probably the worst stack in the 85 Topps break, although they're all pack fresh cards, some nice cards he had. The Rusty K I put in a one-touch for him. I would really like for him to. I actually when I looked back and watched the replay of my video, I was just critiquing myself, and I hold these off camera a lot. I do a bunch of goofy stuff. I'm getting better, I think, or I hope. I noticed that the Rusty K was like perfect centering. You should send that in and have Pop 1, Jim Mint, PSA 10, Rusty K, 85 Topps, and listed on eBay for sure. Good luck, Michael H. I really hope that you pull the Jose. And you got Wally Backman on the back. And let's get it started. Larry Sheets, Rich Sutcliffe, Andy Dawkins, Niedenfuhr, Paul Molitor. Nice. I'm going to sleeve that for you. That's a nice card. Perfect centering. Look at that. Sharp corners, perfect centering. And there's the Wally. Definitely put that in the sleeve for you. Had his 39-game hitting streak in 1987, the next year. All right, pack number 2 for Michael H. Let's hit a pair of rated rookies. And hope that one of them has a lame little mustache. He got rid of that mustache like during '86. It's you can't even find like like almost like a gameplay photo, or there's Keith Hernandez or video of him with the mustache. So I think that was when he first got called up and had those few at bats in '85. Kirk Gibson, Eckersley, Hershiser, Diamond Kings. All right, some pretty decent cards. That pack was better than the first. We're still looking for a pair of rated rookies. I think we're definitely due for one in this pack. Phil Bradley starts it off. And some of these have little I haven't seen really any printing errors. We had some in the 85 Topps, but like that stuff right there, that is just like debris from the puzzle, like little chads and pieces. And I've seen that on a few cards. So I'll point out if there's any printing errors on any. Oh, it's Cecil Fielder, nice. That's one of the ones that it's not the Canseco, but it's one of the ones that consistently goes for like 40 or 50 bucks in a PSA 10. And I got news for you. That's pretty darn close. That is nice. All right, let's sleeve that for you. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to top load that also, just because you may want to get this graded. And you'll be ready to send in. Sleeved in a top loader. Which I was reading, I heard that they kind of prefer that over one touches. I like the one touches, but someone was telling me that PSA actually prefers you to send them in like this, as opposed to in one touches. But I don't know. Jabs sends them in one touches, and I know that he's had several people get PSA 10s. The big Mike Trout. Which ones did I not go through? Did I go through all these? I think I did. Let me go through these top pieces just to make sure. No, I did not go through all these. Andre Scalaraga, we have not seen that. And he does have the lame little mustache, but it's not the one. It's not the lame little mustache we're looking for. But we do have the Andre Scalaraga. That is the. I think both are worth the same. But one, yeah. There's a version that just says Andre Galarraga, and then there's Andres. But I think they're equally printed, so I don't think one of them is considered rare or anything like that. He is someone that I think had some Hall of Fame momentum for a while and just didn't quite have the numbers, but excellent player for a while, and Ken Griffey Sr. All right, not the big hit, but a warmer stack for Michael H than we had in Topps. Really hoping he hits it though. Washington, Joe Johnson, Armas, Beniquez, Harris, McReynolds, Von Hayes, Mazzilli, Francona, and Tony Perez, Diamond Kings. All right. So pack number, what is this, 5 for Michael H? Sid Fernandez starts it off. When he had a mustache, I think he kind of went back and forth. Steve Lyons, Harold Baines, Diamond Kings. Jones, Jody Davis. Mariano Duncan. Garcia and Bailey. All right. Ready for a pair of rated rookies. There's a Tom Herr. Dusty Baker. I'm throwing your puzzle pieces over here. You know what? I've been doing that. Shoot. I'm going to have to count the puzzle pieces. Why did I do that? I've been just tossing the puzzle pieces to the side instead of putting them in the stack. Hopefully no one kills me for that. Frankie Viola. Porter, Lamp, Tuffle, Anderson, Smith, Reyes, and Tom Herr. Oh, Michael H! You did it! I'm hoping it doesn't have any wax, but you did it, buddy. Oh, I'm so happy that we hit it at least. Now we're free rolling. Hopefully we can hit another. And hopefully it doesn't have any wax on the back, or wax residue, or any problems. I'm actually just going to set that there to the very end, and then we'll one-touch that for you. Willie Upshaw, Tim Burke, checklist. Frank White, Concepcion, Kennedy, Andre Robinson. And you know that one pack that we had where the last card was a rated rookie and we're like, where was the other? Maybe that's it, right there. All right, let me get a one-touch. Michael H. All right, I'm so happy. He had the worst stack in 85 Tops, and the worst stack in 85 Tops still isn't bad, and I charge only cost for that, so it wasn't an expensive break. He wasn't paying like $15 a pack or anything. And look at that. Look at that. Looks good. Let's drop it in there and put this top on and take a look at that closer. So I'm not sure about the centering on the back. It looks all right to me, but it may be just a little off. It seems like most of them have not had equal borders on the left and right. It seems like just a little much on the right. Whew, man, that front, somehow got a piece of my hair stuck in the one touch. Ooh, that front looks good. Is it? I don't think it's a little low. Maybe a little. I don't think so, though. It looks good. I think that is, I don't want to open it again. I don't think that's on the card, that little white thing. I think that's just a puzzle piece scrap. It is. You can see it lifted off the card. So that's not, woo, that's nice. That's almost perfect. I'm so happy Michael H hit that because he like I said, he didn't have a great run in the last break I did. So 2 more packs, and Michael H is free rolling. Let's see if we can find him. We haven't. Now we can start talking about the cards we haven't seen. There's a Danny Tartable. What rated rookie do you want, Michael, after Tartable? Because, well, they may not be in pairs if it's the top card. This may be a solo rated rookie. The Paul O'Neill? Maybe? It's a solo because it's the top. So we can't count on him being... I'll sleeve that for you anyway, because Tartable used to have a really big arm. I saw him play at... I went to a Boardwalk and baseball game, and I was hanging down in right field trying to get toss-ups and autographs and things like that. And he threw a ball like right in front of me at the warning track. It like defied gravity. It went like all the way to third base, and I don't think it ever went more than 8 feet off the ground. I mean, just a unbelievable throw. This dude had a cannon. I mean, you know, if you're a right fielder, you pretty much have to. But he started out pretty hot too, and seemed to cool off. But Carney Lansford. But he was part of that rookie class that was. There's a nice Darryl Strawberry. Look at that. No problems with that. I'm going to sleeve that. I'm going to set that right there to sleeve it. Willie McGee Diamond Kings and Roger McDowell, the second spitter. I'll sleeve that Darryl Strawberry for you. One of my favorite players. I do that sometimes. I'm sure, I don't know who I sent the Corey Snyder to with the printing error, like, you know, in a penny sleeve top loaded. They're like, what is this? Am I missing something here? Vance Law, Floyd Bannister, Ron Say, Wayne Gross, Ashby, Bordy, Funderbunk, Schofield, Lynn, and that ends it for Michael H. But we accomplished our goal. We are free rolling. And that was actually a pretty darn good stack. We'll go over all those at the end. Michael H's stack, but he hung in there, and he got the same, because he messaged me that he got the same lower left. So he wasn't freaked out by the lower left being dry. He was just hanging in there with it, and it paid off. And so Adam B has the lower right. I actually know Adam. He bought into one of the other breaks. Adam's a friend of mine that I kind of told him I was doing these, and he's like, he's a huge baseball fan. And so he actually talked, I think the first stack that went to Christian is a friend of Adam's that he got Christian into it. So, and Christian had a pretty good first stack actually. So let's see if we can do the same for you, Adam. Maybe we can hit another Canseco. I did see one of the boxes where I think they hit 3 Paul O'Neills. Someone hit 2 Fred McGriffs too that I watched. So you can certainly hit two rated rookies in the same box, no problem. Andre Dawson, the Hawk, Sean Dunston, Steve Yeager, Charlie Moore, Christensen, Vukovic, and Bedrosian. I'm gonna try to keep the puzzle pieces. I keep throwing the puzzle. I'll make sure everyone gets 9 puzzle pieces. It just may not be your puzzle piece. There's no rarity or anything to the puzzle piece, I hope anyway. Don't shoot me for throwing the puzzle pieces to the right and piling them up. I'm learning. I even like when I was doing the 85 Topps break and looking back at it, like a card that had gum on it, I would just toss it into the wrappers. Well, that's not my card to just toss away. Yeah, it is kind of ruined. And Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer, and Chili Davis, Diamond Kings. I forgot he was a Diamond King that year. And Al Nipper. And so I gotta watch that, because just because I might toss something doesn't mean someone else isn't super excited about it. And almost did it again. Ted Power, Hal McRae, Rudy Law, Dave Winfield. There's the Paul O'Neill rookie. All right, nice. So Adam at least has one good rookie. We don't see. Let's see who's going to be the second guy. Bob Kipper. Wah, wah, wah. We know that Canseco has the, I think it's like a dugout or something behind him. Like it's very, like a dark background. All right, Paul O'Neill rookie. That's, I think, like the third best rookie in the set. And I think even ungraded, just mint ungraded, it books for $4. And it was one of those that PSA 10 is going for $50. It's just a little off center to the right, but a really nice card. Deion James, Manny Trillo, Gary Gaetti, and Roger Mason. Did I go through these? I'm sure I did. McGriff, yeah. Dave Winfield. All right, pack number, was this 4? For Adam B. All right, Ozzie Virtual, Dwight Evans, Gary Templeton, Steve Sachs, Mitch Webster, Saberhagen Diamond Kings, Spike Owen, and that's it for pack number 4. Pack number 5 for Adam. There's a John Denny on the back. Steve Farr, Bob Stanley, Dave Parker, Goose Gossage, Tony Perez, Quisenberry, and Mike Scott, Mr. Scuff. Scuff the ball, split finger fastball. And was this the year or was the year after this that he had like 300 strikeouts? He was absolutely insane. It was 86 is when I guess he learned how to scuff the ball and throw a split finger fastball. And he was, was he Cy Young in 86? He might have been in the National League. I know Clemens was in the American League. I can't remember actually. Willie Randolph. But he definitely scuffed the ball too. I mean, it wasn't, I think he even admitted to it at some point. All right, so this is pack number 6 for Adam. And we're still looking for that Canseco or there's still quite a few cards. We haven't seen the Nolan Ryan, have we? Have we seen just the standard Doc Gooden, Tony Phillips, Andy Van Slyke, Thornton, Ron Davis, Darren Dalton? I think that's a rookie card, actually, Darren Dalton. I don't know that it's very valuable, but I believe that's his rookie card. And it is, I believe. Yeah, it is. Let's leave that for you. You got 3 packs left, Adam, and I'm hoping that we can get you a one-touched card and not just sleeved. We'll see. But I do feel good about the box though, because like I warned in the intro that a lot of these do not have Cansecos in them, believe it or not. It's not like buying a 2017 Topps Update and hoping for a Aaron Judge, where they just loaded the set with him. Todd Worrell. And you're going to have another shot at it, Adam, after Todd Worrell, who is Rookie of the Year in the National League. He had a crazy number of saves. And it's not Rick Surhoff. Is that BJ Surhoff's brother? Has to be. It looks just like him. I know that I watched one box break and the guy was calling him BJ Surhoff. Is it? No. Because he was thinking that it actually was BJ Surhoff. All right, 2 packs left for Adam. Mike Heath. And that's just some puzzle debris. George Bell, Diamond Kings. Franklin Stubbs, Danny Jackson, Bobby Grinch, Rafael Santana. Off center, another Diamond Kings, Kirk Gibson. Bob Ojeda, who went to the Mets this year from the Red Sox. And Carlton Fisk. And we're down to the last pack for Adam B. There's a Jeff Reardon on the back. All right. Here we go. Last pack luck. Mike Davis, Ozzie Guillen, Phil Garner, Vandenberg, Krakow, Moore, Nate Snell, Randy Reddy, Swaggerty, Fitzgerald, and Jeff Reardon. So we don't hit the big card for Adam, but we did hit a big-ish card, the Paul O'Neill, which we hadn't seen before. So I'm going to definitely put that in the top loader for you in case you want to have that graded. It's probably going to be a 9 because of the centering, but I don't know if it's a $50 PSA 10. What's a 9? $9 maybe. Still a nice card. Don't sweat that debris right there. That's just oh, that was just on top actually. There's a lot of that though, where it's just I didn't really see many printing errors at all. Some of the centering wasn't great, but we didn't have a lot of like printing dots and things like that we had with the 85 tops. So we'll recap. This was Adam B's, and we also sleeved the Darren Dalton, and he had some nice cards in there, but those were the 2 nicest. And we'll go recap Joseph P's stack, which was pretty nice. He had the Corey Snyder, the Dwight Gooden DK, the Vince Coleman rookie, Ryan Sandberg, Harold Baines, the Dale Murphy, which it's a beautiful card, but had a little ding on the lower left, Tony Gwynn, and the 2 Pete Roses that were both really nice condition. Both gradable, I believe, the Pete Roses. So that was Joseph P. Nice solid stack there. And we started off with, who did we start off with? Christian. Christian started off, and he had actually quite a few cards that were really nice. And I did not go 30 minutes, of course not. Harold Reynolds, Wade Boggs, Ricky Henderson. He hit the crime dog, Fred McGriff, which I'll definitely top load for you. And should probably top load this Clemens also. Let me do that real quick for you. Just because those could both be sent right in to be graded. Good luck if any of you guys do send them in to be graded. Please update in the comments with the results. So there's a Clemens. I put it in too big of a sleeve, unfortunately, but it's in there good. So there's the Clemens, and then let me also top load the Fred McGriff, the crime dog. Because that was along with the Canseco, the big hit of the box, and a very gradable card, and will probably go up in value when or if he gets in the Hall of Fame. So really solid first stack there out of the gate for Christian L. And Michael H has the big one though. The redemption for Michael H was awesome because, like I said, he needed it. So he had some nice sleeve cards: the Strawberry, the Tartable Galarraga, the Paul Molitor, the Cecil Fielder goes for a few bucks, and I actually believe you should send that in. I don't see anything wrong with that. The centering is really close. There's no problems with that, man. I think you should send that in. I think you might get a gem mint on that Cecil Fielder and have yourself a $50 card. The Canseco looks pretty darn close also. I mean, maybe just a hair to the right is all I could say. But no obvious flaws with it, really. Really nice condition. So you got yourself a nice card. So I'm really happy you pulled that, Michael. And hope you guys enjoyed it. Of course, I went 50 minutes. I was seriously trying to go 30. I just can't do it. Hopefully, as I get better, I'll do that. So I'm going to do a preview video in a few minutes of my next break. So look for that. And like I said, leave a comment or any kind of comment that you want about the break. But also, if you end up sending them in, please update us so we can know what they got. And we'll see you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.